Welcome to Coordinating Your Chaos with the Blended Mama. My name is Teresa Stone. I am the Blended Mama, and on this channel, we help busy women find calm in the chaos of life through community and planning.
Good morning, friends, and welcome back to Coordinating Your Chaos. I am Teresa, the Blended Mama, and today we're going to talk about how you can end a month with purpose and start the next one with a clear head and fresh energy. So, we're not going to overcomplicate it this morning because, frankly, I don't have the brain space for that today. We're going to just talk through 5 simple things you can do this week to reset your mind, your planner, and your space before we flip over that calendar, okay? So the first tip I'm going to give you, and honestly, it's one that I just took care of this morning and did a little bit of reflection before I hopped on here because it is that time of the month, right? Um, but I want you to really reflect on the previous month, which is still May, right? I want you to reflect on what worked for you this month, right? And it can be really easy for us to focus on what didn't happen. What are the things that were on your list that you didn't do? Like, those are the ones that, like, probably stick out the most. Like, you probably already know what those are. But there's so much value in acknowledging your wins as well. So, whether they are big wins, small wins, it's really important for you to acknowledge those too. So you can grab a sticky note, maybe it's the note section in your planner, or maybe even you are going to use the reflect and reset insert. You can see I've used mine this morning. I did some coloring yesterday. I just needed a brain break. So I was like, oh, it's reflection time. Like, I need to do this. So I spent some time yesterday just kind of coloring over here. And then this morning, it took a few minutes to really write through the questions that are on the reflection side. So this is a great way for you to, and it's actually a great tool. You can use it on a weekly basis. It's actually set up for a weekly. I did it as a monthly reflection for the month of May, and that's probably how I'll continue to use it. But you want to think about a few things that feel good, right? What felt good this last month? Was there a new routine or habit that you implemented that worked really well, and that you want to keep doing going forward? Was there just something that you're really proud of, right? These are the things that are going to provide you some fuel for that momentum so that you can keep going, right? It's going to give you that encouragement and the kind of that little boost of energy to keep going whenever it's hard. So don't skip acknowledging what worked for you. If you use the reflect and reset insert, it does have some sections for what didn't get done and why. I think it's also important for us to acknowledge why things might not have gotten done, because sometimes they're valid reasons, right? And when you look at the why, that means that you are able to better plan for the month ahead for those same things so that next month it doesn't happen again. Okay. So it's just something for you to account for. All right. So my next tip, and it's definitely going to have to happen this week in my office, is declutter your planner and your workspace. So before you start planning anything for June, just take 10 minutes to tidy up. You can probably see in my background, my office is a hot mess. But my desk space is also a little cluttered at the moment. So it's going to have to get cleaned up probably here before I start my day job. Um, but maybe you want to take just a few minutes to tidy up. So that's removing notes or lists you don't need anymore that maybe you're stuck in your, like, just shoved in your planner. Recycle what's done. Did you finish an insert? It's full. You need to take it out, recycle it. All of our inserts are fully recyclable. So if you don't intend to keep them, I do recommend that you stick them in your recycle bucket. Okay. Maybe you need to clean off your desk or clean out your tote, friends. I know my tote probably needs a good clean out. Wipe down your planner cover, pull out anything that's needed. I like to use Norwex EnviroCloths just to do a quick wipe down. That just does keep them from getting grimy and all that kind of thing, especially if you have young kids that are like sticky fingers and they want to touch all the things. But it's just a good idea. And I like the Norwex because it's just a little bit of water. It's not going to hurt anything. Okay. And then pull out anything that's outdated. So if there are things that are no longer functional, maybe things just aren't working for you, or maybe you need to even put something in, this is the time for you to do that, because a clearer space, friends, means you have a clearer mind. So let your physical reset support your mental one. Okay. All right. Next, tip number 3 is to set a monthly focus. I do this probably with a 12-week year mindset, but I do also have like a monthly theme that just kind of helps keep me geared and on the right track, right? So instead of 15 new goals that you're going to set every month, maybe just pick one word or one focus for the month ahead. Maybe that is simplify, connect, rest, follow through, whatever speaks to the season that you're in. Write that at the top of your June spread, or maybe just put it on a little sticky note or one of our micro notepads. And just stick that in your insert as a reminder, and that you're going to see daily. I can't speak this morning, friends. Because having that visible is going to keep it in the forefront of your mind, right? And that's going to help you stick with that focus all month long. So when life feels chaotic, this one word can help bring you back to center and just bring you back to that calm in all of the chaos, friends. And I'm just going to tell you, June's going to be chaotic for me. And it just is. And I know that. So I know that I'm already planning ahead to be intentional about things. So maybe that is you too. And that's where we're going to talk about here on tip number 4 is pick your power 3, friends. So I love a good top 3. So for your month ahead, while we talked about having that one focus, I also want you to think about having one personal goal, one family or home focus, and one business or personal growth goal. So these are things, again, they're going to still fit under your big umbrella of whatever your focus is. But I really want you to consider having one for each of those areas. I love how in our inserts, and of course I don't have one right here, a lot of our weekly inserts have a place for you to put your top 3. That would be a fantastic place for you to put it. You can write it in your monthly in the notes section that's on the side. That would be a great place to put it as well. Let me see what I have here. All right, so you can have room here on the side to put any of your top 3s. Okay, so there's room here for you to put it on your monthly. There should be room in your weeklies as well. I'm not using a weekly insert right now. I'm using the Art of Planning and Journaling. So my weeklies kind of change. But I do like to put top 3s or have a list somewhere. So whether they have them on the day or on the week, those are super important as well. Okay. But this is something that you can kind of revisit. You can adjust it on a weekly basis as much as you need to, but this can really help anchor your intentions without getting overwhelmed, right? So maybe use some color coding to go with that to see how you're tracking with each of those goals. Okay. And my last tip, and this one is super, super important, is to give yourself grace and room to grow. So not everything is going to go to plan, and that's okay, right? Plans are tools, they're not rules. You get to start again every month, and you don't need to earn it by doing things perfectly. So maybe you need to write yourself a permission slip for the new month. I release whatever it is and invite whatever the new feeling is. Okay. So I want you to end May with peace and really walk into June with some fresh purpose. So I'm going to just wrap things up here, friends. So I really want you to think about which of those 5 reset steps do you feel like you need the most right now? For me, it's the grace. But I want you to tell me in the comments. And if this video helped you feel more grounded, I would love for you to hit like, subscribe, and share it with a friend who maybe needs a fresh start for their month as well. And until next time, friends, keep planning with purpose and coordinate that chaos.
Thank you so much for watching today. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more tips and inspiration, and watch that next video to keep coordinating your chaos.